Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Ba'ashim Rakal Kadash. I want to send forth double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well. Shalom wa barakim wa barakim. Peace and blessings to the elect. And I've been meditating on one of my favorite scriptures right now in this season. For a while now, I always bring this scripture out. I'm gonna start with that and just go from there through the Spirit. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 19. It says, my bowels, I am pained at my very heart. This is the prophet Jeremiah. All right, when he saw the future prophecies, all right, the future destruction of America, okay, he said what? He was pained at his very heart. All right, the prophet Ezra also, when he was being shown the visions by the Lord, he said, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. Okay, and these are the days in which we living right now, man. All right, so the Jeremiah 4:19, it says, my bowels, I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. All right, here it is. The Lord has shown us in these times, okay, the prophecies and the things that are to come. All right, and though the things that are to come are going to be very beautiful, before that the kingdom of heaven comes, it's going to be a lot of death. It's going to be a lot of calamity, all right, that we haven't seen, all right, unlike what we are accustomed to, man. All right, so that's why Jeremiah said his bowels, man, his stomach was hurting, all right. And, man, the Lord's going to have to put the spirit on us to have a heavy stomach, because it's not like we're accustomed to seeing people die violently. All right, but in the times coming, that's what we're going to see. You're going to see loved ones die. You're going to see people you grew up with die. You're going to see strangers you never met die in a horrific fashion, man. All right, we're living in the time of the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, and it's coming so fast, man. This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? All right, we just read Jeremiah said, well, he heard the trumpet, the alarm of war. Right now, the men of the Lord, starting with the apostles and elders, are blowing the trumpet, the alarm of war. All right, and they're warning the people of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, because the Lord is about to send forth heavy judgment, man. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? How are the people, if you're not trembling, all right, because the scriptures say, serve the Lord in fear and rejoice in trembling. If you don't have that uneasy feeling within your stomach, that means you're not in the spirit, man. All right, because the trumpet is being blown in the city. All right, the Lord is warning the entire earth of the destruction He is about to bring, man. It says, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? And the Lord's going to be responsible. The Lord's going to get the glory, the credit, all right, for everything that is about to take place on the earth. All right, because back in ancient times when the Lord destroyed ancient Egypt, it was what? To get a name in the earth. All right, the Lord's right now is about to destroy modern day Egypt, which is known as America, and bring forth destruction throughout the whole planet Earth. And it's going to bring back that recognition towards His name. Everyone's going to know Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. They're going to know the Lord through His judgments. All right, verse 7 says, surely the Lord's power will do nothing, but He revealed His secret unto His servants, the prophets. That's why it's important for us to constantly listen to the men of the Lord, all right, whom the Lord is dealing with, which are His prophets, because He reveals His mysteries and His secrets unto those men. All right, starting with the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and that's how we're going to gain knowledge. All right, matter of fact, let me get that real quick in Sirach 3 and potentially Sirach 6. All right, this is Sirach chapter 3, verse 29. It says, the heart of the prudent will understand a parable, and an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man. All right, so what? If we want to get wisdom, okay, we have to have an attentive ear. All right, and wisdom is very important in these times, because we know, pursuing Isaiah 33 and 6, that wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is our treasure. All right, but the only way to get that stability, the only way to get that wisdom, is you have to have an attentive ear. You have to listen to a man of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, a man whom the Lord is putting His spirit upon and dealing with. All right, this is Sirach chapter 6, just to land back on that point. in verse 33. It says, if thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. We have to love to hear. All right, you got to fight your flesh. And you got to put these videos on, man. All right, because what? Your flesh wants to do things of vanity. It wants to listen to carnal music all day. You know, it wants to watch entertaining videos all day. All right, but what? We got to put on the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We got to listen to the different breakdowns. All right, we have to actually open up our scriptures and read. The scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth. And when you go into that word readeth, it means understand. Because really, it's blessed is him that understands these things, right? Because through understanding the proper breakdowns, the proper understanding of the scriptures, that's how we're going to be saved. That's how we're going to be comforted. All right, scriptures talk about the spirit of truth. All right, this is Sirach chapter 6. Actually, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. All right. I think 14 or 15. Let me see. Yeah, this is John 15 and 26. It says, but when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceedeth from the Father, he shall testify of me. All right, so the comfort, what brings us comfort is the Spirit of truth, this truth, the true understanding of these holy scriptures, man. That's what's going to bring us comfort, man. All right, and the only way to get that is through essentially taking heed to his men, because the Lord is not going to speak to us individually one-on-one. All right, the Lord has always spoken to his people through the men who he set up. All right, this is Sirach chapter 6, verse 34. It says, stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. So we got to be willing to hear every godly discourse. All right, it says, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes. The word betimes means early. All right, you see the Spirit of the Lord on the individual. You want to get there early, man. Take notes, okay, and just eat up as much as you can. All right, eat up what is sufficient unto thee, right? All right, it says, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Verse 37, it says, let the mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart, and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. All right, so according to our desire, that's how the Lord is going to uplift us. All right, now let's see. Let me go back to that Amos 3. All right, I just want to read one more verse in that Amos 3. This is Amos 3 and 8. It says, the lion have roared, who will not fear? The Lord power have spoken, who can but prophesy? All right, so here it is. The Lord has spoken, man. His word has gone out. Who can but prophesy? We can't hold this. Once you come around this truth, once you hear this truth, it's not something you could just hold inside of you and just walk around. All right, the Spirit is on you. You're gonna be speaking these things, man. Let me get that in John. This is St. John chapter 7 and verse 38. All right. It says, he that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. All right. If you truly believe on this word, okay, it's just going to flow. All right. It's going to be like living water. Okay. Now, let's see. I read Jeremiah 4. I'm going to get Jeremiah 30. All right. Actually, matter of fact, let me get Zephaniah real quick. This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 14. It says, the great day of the Lord, it is near, and hasteth greatly. So the day of the Lord is coming quick, man. All right, and we can't express enough how horrible it's going to be. It's going to be far worse than our imagination, man. All right. It says, even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. So here it is. Marines. All right. Military men that literally torture themselves to prepare themselves for war. They're going to be crying like women in that day. That's how horrible of a day we're coming into, man. All right, the toughest dude you know, he's gonna be a punk in that day, man. All right, because the Lord is humbling every soul, man. All right, that's why us that's in the secret place of the Most High, which is this knowledge, us that's in this knowledge right now, we're already humbling ourselves before the presence of the Lord, man, submitting ourselves unto the Lord. So when the Lord brings his devastation, he's gonna protect us, man. All right, verse 15, it says, the day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, man. All right, the Lord's about to pour out his wrath on this earth, man. And it can't be expressed enough. It's Isaiah 13:1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. All right, because this is coming to Babylon, which is known as America in these times, man. All right, it says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gate of the nobles. All right, and that's what we're doing. We're lifting up this banner, which is this holy scriptures, okay? And we're shaking the hand, we're pointing the finger at the elite. All right, and we're letting them know their judgments, man. All right, we're letting them know what the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is about to do, what he's about to bring, man. Verse 2, it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, which are the men that are sanctified, the prophets, the holy men who the Spirit is upon. The Lord has commanded his sanctified ones, right? It says, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger. The mighty ones are the angels of the Lord who do not transgress any of the Lord's commandments, man. All right, the Lord issue out a commandment to an angel. They do it perfectly, and they rejoice in that. All right. It says, matter of fact, let me get that real quick, because I'm just thinking about it. It's in Sirach. Let's see. Salakia. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 39. And I'll just start at 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. And that's what the Lord is about to do. He's about to bring forth vengeance to the planet Earth, man. All right, for many reasons. Because the scriptures say what? The sins have reached unto the heavens, man. All right, here it is. The Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because of their filthy wickedness. And now these people are doing the same thing in these times, man. All right, here it is. The Lord destroyed Egypt for what? Enslaving his people. And guess what? Now modern day America is doing the same thing. All right. And what the Lord says is going to destroy the wicked for destroying the earth. So there's so many different reasons why the Lord is about to bring forth devastation, man. Why the Lord is going to bring forth vengeance. All right. So what? It says there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury they lay on sore strokes. The Lord's about to bring forth sore strokes, right? It says in the time of destruction, they pour out their force. We're coming into the time of great destruction, the worst destruction in the history of existence. All right. And it says, and appease the wrath of him that made them. See, the Lord is about to bring forth his wrath. All right. When the Lord sends out these death angels, these spirits, all right, of vengeance, is going to appease him. It's going to make him feel good. He's going to be pacified, man. His anger is going to go away after he unleashes it upon the planet Earth. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine. These things are coming, man. We know a famine is about to come, man. There's going to be fire. All right. It says death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts. People going to get mauled by animals, man. Bears and lions and serpents are going to be destroying people, man. The scriptures talk about that in Amos, man. All right. The scriptures talk about that in Amos. Let me see if I can get that real quick and jump back. All right. If the Spirit allows. All right. Slovakia, it is Amos. Warn to you that desire. It's been a second since I got this one. I was in the right chapter. Let me just highlight it. All right, this is Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. All right, and this goes out to you so-called Christians who think you know the Heavenly Father, man. The scripture say woe means death and destruction unto you, man. Because you don't know what the day of the Lord entails. All right, and the only way to be delivered in the time of the day of the Lord is to have true faith in his name. All right, which you so-called Christians don't know. All right, the Lord's going to say, depart from me, ye that work iniquity, I never knew you. All right, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. The day of the Lord is not going to be your salvation. It's going to be your destruction, man. But us that are truly sincere believers in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because the Lord said what? He's looking for the true worshipers that's going to worship him in spirit and in truth. Us that are worshiping the Lord in spirit and truth, we're going to be delivered in that day. But you, it's going to be a day of darkness and distress unto you. Verse 9, it says, as if a man flee from a lion and a bear met him. So you flee from one wild beast and another wild beast caught you. It says, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall. So here it is, you escaped two wild beasts. You escaped the lion and the bear. You lean on the house for relief. Like, that was a close one, right? And his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him, and then boom, a serpent gets you, man. All right, there's no escaping Yahweh Shem Yahshua. There's no escaping the hand of the Lord, man. And that's what everyone is about to find out very soon. All right, it says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it. So we're coming into a devastating time, a devastating day. All right, now let me go back, get these vengeance. Sirach 39 and verse 30, it says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. That's what the Lord is coming to do. He's coming to punish the wicked. All right, but this verse right here, verse 31, is why I came over here, man. Because we read in Isaiah 13, he commanded the mighty ones. All right, the mighty ones, they're going to obey the Lord. The angels are going to obey the Lord's commandment. It's Sirach 39 and 31. It says, they shall rejoice in his commandment. Not only are they going to obey it, they're going to rejoice. They're going to get pleasure in doing the Lord's will, doing his bidding. It says, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. They're not going to transgress the Lord's word, man. They're going to be fully submissive, fully obedient, and accomplishing his will. All right, and what is the will of the Lord? It's the destruction of Babylon. And we're reading that in Isaiah 13. This is Isaiah 13 and 1. I've commanded my sanctified ones. I've also called my mighty ones from mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. See, look, the angels rejoice in his highness. We, as sincere believers, sanctified through this truth, we rejoice in the Lord's highness. All right, verse 4 says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. He's talking about the missiles, man. All right, the Lord is gathering. He's getting he's working on the minds of these kings of the other nations to gather up nuclear arms and store them up and gather them up. And then he's going to put the spirit on them to shoot them, because that's how the Lord's going to destroy America. Verse 5, it says they come from a far country. See, they're intercontinental ballistic missiles. They're going to come from one country and they're going to hit another. All right, it says from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. All right, these are the weapons of the Lord's anger. And what they're going to do, they're going to destroy the whole land. This place, America, there's not going to be one stone left unturned. Meaning every element in this land is going to melt. There's going to be nothing left in this place. You're not going to be able to remember, or there's not going to be one token or anything left in this place, man. The only thing left in America is going to be filthy creatures. All right. Verse 6, it says, howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, man. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty, man. That's why Jeremiah said, my bowels, my bowels. That's why we, that's in the spirit, we can feel it in our stomach. All right, the destruction that the Lord is about to bring. All right. Verse 7, it says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. People are going to be dropping dead from heart attacks, man. All right, this is going to be far scarier than a scary movie. Verse 8, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They're going to bug out and lose their mind. All right, the Lord said that he's going to send strong delusions upon these people. The Lord said he's going to torment these people. All right, but not us to have this wisdom and knowledge. That's what's going to keep us stable, man. These words, that's why we got to get into these words every day. Scriptures say, put away superfluity of nighness and receive the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. That's what's going to save our soul. These words being engrafted within us and us being able to recall these words, man. All right. It says they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. Like a woman that's giving birth. When a woman's giving birth, what is she doing? She's hollering and screaming from the top of her lungs. All right, if she's supposed to have a man, and normally she's squeezing that man's hand. All right, well, these people gonna be in that state on times 10, man. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. They're gonna be amazed when they see the Lord do his thing, man. Verse 9 says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. That's what the Lord's doing. He's going to bring forth wrath and fierce anger. All right, you think you've seen someone upset? All right, you haven't seen anything until you see the wrath of the Lord. It says to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. All right, that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to lay the land desolate and destroy the wicked. All right, and I'm going to end it on that point. The Lord's word was edifying. Call Allah. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakahakadosh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone to rule well. Shalom wa barakin la bakar. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.